What's going on there, gang? Welcome back to the channel. Cheffen Outside here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We've done it before, but so we're going to be doing something hopefully a little bit better than we've done before. Right here I have in my hands a 1940, what's the year on it? 45 U.S. military, U.S. Army shovel that has the word reject on it, so I do think it was, a surplus item. This was donated very briefly by friend of channel Jim over at Traveling with Tin Man. I met up with him a few weeks back, and he's fully enjoying retirement. Let me tell you, he's a happy guy. All right, but he saw me refinish the axe handles, and did I do more than one? Yeah, I've never done more than one. Maybe I've done two. I think I've done 3 total, and 2 I filmed, and wanted me to do the same for this guy here. So it's survived, 60 years of use and abuse whenever it was picked up, and it is going strong, and we're really just looking to spruce it up a bit today. Gonna peel off this old paint here and put some fresh coat of some finish on it. So simple as that. We're not doing anything to the shovel part. What do you call this part of the shovel? The actual shovel, the pan of the shovel. I don't know what you call it, but or any of that type of stuff. We're gonna clean it up just a little bit, but we're not changing it. We're not repainting it. Not gonna do anything to that. We're just focusing on the handle in this episode. Now this here's the Ozark Trails axe. It's gotten some abuse that I redid the handle with. Scraped it down, took that old shiny varnish off of it, and then we used the feed-in wax from Howard. I never saw anyone use this until recently. I just saw some woodworking shop that for a hatchet handle specifically that they refurbished, they also use some feed-in wax. So that made me feel good, because I was just trying it to see if it worked, and it did. But it's great to see someone who is quote unquote a professional doing the same thing. That was awesome. And this guy here, we're gonna go a little bit different route. I've never done before, and that's going to be this boiled linseed oil. I've seen lots of channels, lots of woodworking guys use this stuff, and some swear by it, some have different opinions about it, different ways to use it, stuff like that. So from what I can tell, though, this should be pretty straightforward, simple to use. It's definitely going to be different than the feed-in wax, and that the feed-in wax definitely just has a more of a waxy kind of feel to it. Pretty easy to, and you kind of leave that on for a few minutes, and you can kind of let it soak in and whatnot. Whereas this boiled linseed oil, you do need to apply the coatings liberally and plenty of dry time in between as well, so that you're getting a good penetration and not a tacky surface at once it's dried. So this will be a little bit different approach. So I'm taking a bit of a risk here, hooking up one of the homies' tools. So but I have full faith and confidence I'll be able to do this. And for the hatchet, last time I used the big boy, just the spine of this was perfect for scraping this right down. Made very quick work of it. This time I think we're going to use the Flissa, the Scandi blade. The spine on this is just as sharp as the saw. So we're going to start with that there, and hopefully that does the trick. Otherwise, we know the big boy will. I'm just trying this out. Just trying something a little bit smaller, a little less wieldlier than the big boy, because it's true to its name. And a little masking tape. We're going to use that to protect the metal here. Just make sure I'm not scraping that or anything like that, getting any finish on it or whatnot. We need some gloves, doctor. This boiled linseed oil, they used to actually boil it, I believe, but from everything I hear now, they put chemicals in it that act as a drying agent. So those chemicals, I believe, partially are heavy metals, toxic to humans, and you want some gloves to protect yourself while you put that on there. So it should be safe once it's dried, again, from what I hear. So, but I tell you what, some may give you cancer. Are you really living? Let's get started. We're gonna get this taped up, then we'll start scraping. It should be pretty quick, especially once we get this scraped off. Quick coat, and we're just gonna let it dry overnight. And we're gonna just repeat that process for the next several days. essentially up until it's time to return it. So stay tuned. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention a couple of the tools we have. There's just some different grit sandpaper. I might hit it with a little bit of that before we get some finish on it. Not sure yet. Just got those just in case. A little Wild Eddie. Keep us on track, huh? That's delicious. Contractor grade masking tape. This tape cost me $4 for a roll of tape. I mean, I'll admit I've been out of the tape game for a decade now. Very, very rarely buy a roll of tape. I have no idea why the hell it costs $4 a roll, man. I mean, it's impressive tape. It's masking tape. I like the tape. Is it $4 worth of tape? I don't know, my friends. I'm positive it's not, if I'm being honest. Okay. Okay, boys, it's going to require a lot of maturity, this next move. But we're good to go now for the finish. We've got her down to 120 grit sanded, got her cleaned up, she's dried out. Simple enough. We're just going to pour a little bit right on our hand, just like that. I'm going to put it right on the tool. Let's see here. There we go. Nice. Simple as that. Again, boys, this is going to require a ton of maturity to get through this video, right? Through the rest of this. But I also want to make sure we are getting right here at the base. Okay. Look at that. Look at that, huh? All right, so we got the extra cleaned off right there. And now this bad boy stands up on the thumb. We'll go ahead and wipe this. Actually, I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes to make sure we get decent penetration. I have cut apart one of the wife's shirts. Thank you very much, baby cakes. And we're just going to wipe off the excess here and leave it out to dry overnight. Okay. So that is the first coating of finish on it. By the time I post this, I hope we are at 3 or 4 coatings. And by the time I get this back in Jim's hands, he will have this at about 10, maybe even 11. Well, all right, Jim. This is the beginning stages of what I will have a finished product of in just a few days. I have this back in your hands and off to the next great camp. You folks, make sure you get over there. Hop over there on Jim's Instagram channel. Go follow him. He's got a really dope Airstream. Him and his wife travel all over the U.S. whenever they can to the dopest parks they possibly find at any given time. Well, with that, folks, I appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in on this very special episode. And shout out to all the veterans out there. Did I mention that? Jim served. He was, I want to say he was in the Navy. I believe he was in the Navy. Jim, please forgive me if I was wrong about that. But also, thank you for your service. We'll catch you on the next one, folks. Deuces. Here we are. After 4 coats, it's gotten nice and dark. The grain's really starting to pop a bit more. The reject still stands out. Yeah, the knobby bit at the end. All right, all the race is on. I got this just for a few more days. We'll try to get, I think we can get another 5 to 6 coats on there. Just kind of depends, you know, the more you get in there, the slower it is to drive. So we'll see. Jim, we'll have this to you soon, brother.